Hello everyone, it's your girl Jen and I'm back for another Pilates workout. Can you guess what type of workout we're going to be doing today? If you guess a mini stability ball, then you're absolutely correct. But don't worry if you don't have a mini stability ball. These exercises are just as effective without one. You could also use a yoga block if you wanted to, but it's not necessary. So, we are going to be completing 10 exercises, 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds rest in between. And as usual, we're going to start with our dynamic warm-up and then I'll cool you down with some really wonderful stretches. It's going to be a great, fun workout. So go ahead, clear a lot of space, and I'll meet you back here and we'll get started in a few seconds. Let's get started. So we begin with knees to chest, just alternating, bringing the knees into the chest. Taking your time here, pulling it in, breathing in and out, in through the nose, exhaling through the mouth with a slightly pursed lip. And if you forget that breath, don't worry. I just need you to keep breathing. So we're nearly there. Good. All right, step wide, toes out, heels in, arm circles. Good. So I really do enjoy working with a prop, change direction with the arms. It really helps to add a little bit of a challenge or a lot to workouts that you get accustomed doing, you know? It's good to mix it up. Okay, now moving into a twist and reach. You're gonna press across and reach. Reach, squeeze the buttocks, feel that stretch through here, and reach. Keep going. So yes, because you know sometimes we can get really comfortable. Okay, reverse lunge, you can get really comfortable with our exercise. And we, you know, start doing it like we're on autopilot and we're not thinking about what we're doing. And yeah, we just re-zone through it. All right, and time. So now just step behind as you bring the opposite arm up and over to stretch up the sides of the body. So adding a prop challenges you. It brings variety and it kind of like refreshes and revives that exercise that you've gotten so used to. All right, here we go. Come on down into your hands and knees. A few rounds of cat and cow, mobilizing the spine, taking it through extension and flexion. Okay, and we're moving from this into bird dog, or you can think of it as swim prep. Here we go. Moving opposite arm and leg. Really reach and draw it back in. Reach and bring it back in. And in. Let's see if we can get one more in here. Good stuff. Okay, come into a pike or a downward dog. You're going to shift forward into a plank. Lower the belly. Lift the chest up and back. If this is too much, you can always just come back to that cat and cow. Let's go for one more. All right. Okay, so let's get ready. We're starting with ab prep. So you're coming onto your back. Abs up the knees, bring the ball in between. You're gonna double leg extend as you lift up into flexion. Get ready. Squeeze the ball, point your toes, nod the chin. Get ready to rumble. And off we go. Remember, 45 seconds of work, so take your time. This is not a race. You want to really connect, squeeze the ball, pull the navel in, and release. Oh, the life of a cat. Do you see her, Sadie? Good. And reach. And you can add a bit more of a squeeze when you extend the legs out. Whew, I'm feeling this already. And back. Tummy in nice and tight, ribs in. And back. The sound effects help. Reach. And back. Whew, I can't wait to hear that bell. All right, here we go. Bring the knees into the chest. Okay, so now we're going to go into a ball pass. So you're going to stretch the legs up. You're going to start by holding a ball in your hands. Lower the arms and legs. Open. Place the ball, lift up, and release. Okay? Off we go. So I don't go very low with my legs. That's because it's really difficult for me personally to maintain that, connection with the mat. Plus too, I have a really deep low back curve. So you're gonna go to your degree where you can maintain that connection. Now if having the legs straight is too much, bend the knees, and you can do it this way. Okay, you're still gonna work. Trust me, you are still going to feel this. I guarantee it. No way you can't. Whew. 45 seconds work seemed like a good idea at the time. Oh, thank goodness. And rest. Okay, whew. Come on up. We're moving into our half rollback with a ball pass. So arms out in front, legs at tabletop, knees bent, feet firm and down to the floor. Tilt the pelvis, roll back and open up, and come back up and switch. Tilt, roll back, scoop the navel, and come back up. Keep it going nice and fluid. And remember, when you're doing this obliques roll back with this ball pass, you're not letting the opposite arm move. So you're not taking it across. One arm is staying here and you're opening up to one side. And whoops, try not to drop the ball and come back. Off we go again, keep it going. We're soon there. And after this, we're gonna stay with this obliques training and have a bit more fun with our stability ball. Whew. Scoop, tilt. All right, and release. Okay, single leg stretch. So you're gonna place your right foot on the ball and bring your left leg into half tabletop. And as you reach across, you're gonna push out, push down with the ball and pull it back in and lower the head and shoulders. Off we go. So it's still the exhale on this twist and inhale to pull the leg back in. So you really want to push your foot down into the ball. Feel those hamstrings work. Oh boy, here we go. Keep it going, you're doing great. And remember, you can always just you just do your regular obliques here where you're twisting to the left and your foot is just moving as it would normally. I gotta confess, guys, I was supposed to be moving my left leg, but there's so much concentration required here, I didn't even think I needed it. Let's switch it over. So get the ball of the foot on the ball, ball of the foot on the ball, other leg in half tabletop. Let's start with the head down just to give us a little break. And off we go. Twist and in. Twist and in. Whew. So the ball is moving around a lot, so you have to give yourself a moment to recalibrate and go again. Yes, so this is really what I wanted to do, but next class. For today, we'll keep it simple. We'll get custom with working with the stability ball, and then we can level it up. Whew. How are you doing? How are those hamstrings feeling? How are those obliques feeling? Oh my goodness. Press down and twist, and back. Oh, and time. All right. You have to make sure you have enough room around you. We're gonna do, I call it shoulder flossing. So you're gonna come into that breaststroke prep number 2, arms long by the sides. You're gonna bring the hands behind you. Nice low hover, and I'll pass the ball from the back to the front. I'm gonna move back a little bit, but you keep working. I'm gonna move over a little bit here, but you keep working. Keeping that spine nice and long and in neutral, reaching the toes away from the crown of your head, keeping the nose hovering, feel your back muscles work, and the shoulder blades glide. Go ahead and change direction to 1, change direction with the pass of the ball. Reach, reach, reach. My poor plant. Now, you may or may not, I might have mentioned this before, but I do not have a green thumb. So this plant has been with me for a while. But my cat, Sadie, that was just here, she likes to play with this plant as well. Woo, and release. Let's take a quick little shell stretch here. And then we're gonna move into shoulder bridge. All right, come onto your back, ball between the knees. Oh my goodness, and off we go. Lift and lower the hips, squeeze into the ball. So there's a tendency, we all have tendencies when we do our exercises. And sometimes you may notice, especially when you're working with an apparatus between the thighs, that there's a tendency to release that engagement. So pay attention to what's happening. Do you tend to lessen the intensity of the squeeze on the way up or on the way down? I'm feeling the release in me on the way down. So I'm really focusing on squeezing that much harder when I lower my bum towards the ground versus when I pick it up away from the ground. All right, and release. Okay, so now we're going to go into scissors on the ball, and we'll come back to a little bit more of that shoulder bridge work. Okay, so go ahead, legs up, and off you go. So this requires a lot of core stability. And it also takes the effort out of having to maintain that imprint. If you want to challenge yourself, you can take the arms up and work it here. Maybe lesser range of motion. Ooh, why did I decide to level this up? This was challenging enough as it was. But now that I've done it, I've got to stay committed, right? Woo, and time. Okay, shoulder bridge again. This time you're going to take the ball to the back of the right knee and squeeze it in place. Okay, and you're going to bring the hips up. We're going to keep that hip lifted and we're going to toe tap. So your challenge here is to not drop the ball. This could either be a rolled up towel or get a throw pillow folded in half. And let me tell you, this is working the hamstrings to keep the ball in place. And that left butt cheek, ho ho ho, it's on fire. Level it up a bit more, take the hands away. You can even come into a little cactus arm. Woo! Are you all feeling this? I know I am. Try to keep those hips up. Who moved the floor? Oh my goodness, and release. Wow. Okay, second side. Are you ready? Let's not bring the arms up right away. Lift the hips up. Let's get ready. And off we go. Okay. Now one side is always more stable, I find, than the other. Now my knee on my right side hurts a little bit sometimes, so I have to go even slower on this side. And slow is not a bad thing. Slow and steady wins the race. Remember that. So there's no need to rush. We do what we can in the time allotted. Oh boy. Oh. Feel that. Buns of steel being formed right here. Oh my goodness. Oh, and release. Okay. Just drop the knees from side to side, nice and slow. That's it. That's our workout. Short, sweaty, and sweet. Continue to move the knees from side to side. Okay. And now go ahead and scoot your hips over to one side, to the left, and let your knees come all the way over to your right. For a little twist, you can move the ball, or you can place the ball between your knees here as well. And bring the arms wide in a little cactus shape. And slowly release. Change sides. So that was a lot of fun, and I like that it was short and it hit many different parts. It hit pretty much all of the parts that I consider what makes up the core, and I feel good. You know, I think if I did more, it might have been too much. But I would say to you that if by the time you get to the 10th exercise, if you feel you can go again, do a second round. And I think that would be great, doing 2 rounds, okay? Let's stretch out those poor glutes. So let's cross the right ankle on top of the left thigh. And this could very well be enough of a stretch through here for you. Otherwise, you can get that ball underneath the foot, push the heel down into it, or forget about the ball, we're done with the ball, and go ahead and hug the knees in. When you're hugging your knees in, you want to keep the neck and shoulders relaxed so you can focus the stretch right here in that outer hip. But yeah, go for 2 rounds, and then maybe even 3 rounds, you know? But pay attention to how you feel, your ability to control the breath, go ahead and change sides, you know, all those things. And of course, how could we forget the form? So 2 things to always look out for when you work out: the breath and the form. All right? Now those hamstrings took a bit of a beating, so let's stretch them out. So right leg is going to be up, left foot can be to the floor, or stretch the left leg all the way out. Hold on to the back of your thigh, or get a strap. And you're going to push through the heel and ball of your foot as you start to lengthen the spine, coming into that nice, beautiful low back curve. But yes, the breath, when we no longer have control of the breath, that is a great indicator that we need to take a step back, yeah? And the other thing to look for is your form. If you're starting to slouch and you're not able to maintain that abdominal connection, go ahead and switch legs. You know, those sorts of things. Your shoulders are rounding, your knees may be falling in, depending on whatever it is that you're doing. That is a great indication that you've lost your form and you need to stop, okay? So always remember that. It doesn't matter what type of exercise you're doing. These are the 2 top things I would say you need to look for. Good. And release. You can hug the knees in. And bring your feet to the floor. Just roll onto your side. Go ahead and press yourself up. Come onto your belly. Let's get a quick little stretch out for the front side of the body here. So bring your legs a little bit wider. You can turn the toes out slightly so the hips turn out slightly. Hands a bit wider. You're going to lift up from the shoulders. Feel the low back. Sorry, not the low back, the upper back. Kick in here. Draw the shoulders back and down. Draw the chin back. Hold the navel in. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And let's do that 2 more times. You can bring your hands a bit closer or further away. Further away is less of a deep back bend. Closer is going to take it deeper. So you go where you know is best for you. I'm going to go a little bit further forward and a little bit wider. And then take a breath in, lift up. And exhale, curl it down. Let's go for 1 more. I'm going to go forward even more now. Big breath in, lift up. And exhale it down. Good stuff. Let's come into a shell stretch. Because I was so in the zone, I don't even think I did my shell stretch before. So toes connect, knees wide, walk the hands forward, and come up onto your fingertips. This is a bit more active than maybe what you're accustomed to, but we're going to walk the upper body and arms over to the right. Just stretching out the side gates of the body. Take a full breath into the left side of the rib cage. One more inhale and exhale here. And then go ahead and make your way through center over to the left. Reaching slightly further away on the right side to deepen that stretch. Breathe full and wide through the right side of the body. Stay here for 1 more breath. And then go ahead and make your way back to center. And slowly, incrementally, sequentially, walk yourself back up, one vertebra at a time. Let your head be the absolute last. Circle the arms around. Take a big breath in as you do. And exhale, interlace the fingers, lower the arms to shoulder height, and just press the palms forward. Yeah, I love this stretch. And then inhale it up again. Take the hands around behind you and reach the knuckles back. Good stuff. And release. Okay. So that's it. That concludes our mini stability ball workout. I hope you enjoyed that. It was a lot of fun there. I think I'll definitely do another one of these again. I really, really enjoyed it. It's challenging, it's fun. You get to see, you know, how you're growing in your strength, how you're improving in your form and capabilities, and it's great. Share this video with all of your friends and family, and join me again really soon for another Pilates workout. See you.